But although the XFL just started playing a couple months ago, it's already over. And like I said, I'm so curious. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Man, oh man, it's definitely been a week, and I'll say that. And first things first, I do apologize. This video is going up slightly a little bit late. Had a busy day. It was Mother's Day, as most of you know, by the way. Shout out to all the moms. Spent some of the day, partial of the day with my mom. Just busy stuff going on, so I do apologize. I really wanted to get this video up earlier, but, you know, life gets in the way and stuff happens. But regardless of all that, here we are. And what we're about to talk about in tonight's video is the XFL. And to be honest, I'm so curious. One of the main reasons I'm even making this video is because I want your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. Most of us, not everybody a part of our community, but I would say a large majority of us were either college football fans or NFL fans. Me personally, college football, it's number one, and number two is the NFL. I've always loved college football to death, and unless something changes, that's not going to change. And of course, like many others, my second option when it comes to watching football is the NFL. I do want to throw this in there. Growing up, I didn't watch a lot of NFL, wasn't too big of a fan of it, but the older I've gotten, I've started to really enjoy it, especially these past couple of years. Don't get me wrong, it still doesn't compare to college football. Nothing, man, I'm feeling nostalgia vibes. Nothing compares to that feeling at 6:30, 7 a.m. on a Saturday, waking up when the sun comes up, hearing Lee Corso College Game Day. That's just best feeling in the world. I'm a man, and I think most of y'all are like this, who has to be doing something 24/7. But at the same time, I could sit on my couch on a Saturday during college football from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. the next day. I don't care, man. Give me some college football, a Diet Coke, some nice barbecue, burger, steak, whatever, and I'm good to go. I'm a very simple man. Give me some college football, give me some nice food, and that's all I need in this life. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like I was saying, most of us, we like college football, we like the NFL, but what about the XFL? I think most of you know that the XFL, it's been going on, it's a spring league, and when did it start? A couple months ago? Yeah, I do believe so. It feels like they just started playing a couple weeks ago, but it was really a couple months ago. But although the XFL just started playing a couple months ago, it's already over. And like I said, I'm so curious. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts and opinions on this down below. We're going to talk all about that in tonight's video. It is the one and only topic we're going to talk about because I want to make this short and sweet, and I just want to know how y'all feel about it. I really want to keep this an open discussion because every now and then, we've talked about the XFL a couple times on this channel, and I've been shocked with the amount of people that say they love it. So with the XFL coming to an end, I want to see if you guys still feel that way. We've got a lot to talk about and go over. If you like football, consider joining our community. We'd love to have you here. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up now without further ado. Let's get into it. I said we start on this video with what happened last night. I don't know if many of you watched it, but I happened to tune in because there really wasn't anything else going on. And I can't even believe this happened, but the Arlington Renegades, I believe, yeah, that's how you say her name, the Renegades, they won the championship. Now, I know what you may be sitting there saying, Matt, why are you laughing? Why are you so shocked about this? Like, what's going on? Well, the reason for that is because they were 4-6. A team that was 4-6 won the XFL championship. You can't make this stuff up. I do want to give a huge congratulations to them and all their players. I know everybody's going to say, oh, who cares? It's the XFL. It's a cupcake league. Dude, winning a championship at anything, it's hard. I don't care what you're doing or playing in this life. I don't care if it's ping pong, water polo, golf, lacrosse, whatever. To win something, to be a champion, that means something. And by the way, for my college football fans, if you watch this game, you might have noticed that their head coach was also Oklahoma's former head coach who won a title at Oklahoma. And just like every single time I turned on an XFL game this year, I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. For me at least. I can't speak for you, but for me at least, I thought the XFL, they had a good year. Am I going to label it as a big time and huge success? No, I'm not. I'm just not going to do that because I didn't put up astronomical numbers. And by the way, we'll get into the numbers in just a second. But I will say this, for their first year back, they did a good job. But check this out. You had a lot of people saying stuff like this. I don't think anyone was watching, to be honest, and that comment, it got a lot of likes. All over Twitter and Instagram, you're going to see nonstop people trolling and making fun of the XFL. That's just how it is, and more than likely, that's how it always will be. Are they ever going to be as entertaining as the NFL? No. Are they ever going to have as many viewers as the NFL? No. The XFL isn't going to do anything better than the NFL. Not a single thing. But, and I have a big but, you got to understand this, they're not trying to be the NFL. They're trying to be the XFL. Come here, real close. Let me ask you a serious question. Do you think these XFL players, the organization, everybody part of it, thinks they're actually going to compete with the NFL in any category? Seriously, do you think they believe that? Because I don't. These people aren't stupid. They understand the XFL is a knockoff version of the NFL. They're the Dollar General version of the NFL, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to read out this comment because it's something we talked about months ago with the XFL. Honestly, props to ESPN for the fantastic coverage all season. They really made this championship game feel like it meant something, and that's 100% right. That is the one thing I noticed when I watched the first couple of games I did early on in the season. The coverage for these games, it was unreal. And to go on top of that, every time I turned on one of these games, most teams out there had pretty good fan attendance. So when you got a lot of fans there, that environment, it makes it 20 times better. And the announcers, they were always hyping it up. It was overall better than expected. With all that being said, here's what I want to get to the bottom of. Okay, I know our college football community is extremely strong. I know the NFL community is also strong. But how are we feeling about the XFL? For me at least, I'm going to give y'all my personal experience, how I viewed it this year. Was I going out of my way to watch XFL games? No, I was not. Here was my experience as a person who casually watched the XFL. If I had some free time and I turned on the TV and the XFL was playing, I'd click on it. When I wanted to chill a little bit and relax, which I don't do often, and I saw a game on, yeah, I'd watch a little bit of it. For me at least, as an entertainment standpoint, as an engagement standpoint, no, it doesn't even compare to the NFL or college. It doesn't. But, and I have a big but, remember, I also said it outperformed my expectations as well. I thought this was going to be another knockoff league with terrible production, players not engaged, fans not showing up, and I was completely wrong about that. This league was good this year, at least in my humble opinion. Let me know your thoughts down below. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 6. A 5 means, hey, it's decent, watch if you can. A 6 means, hey, it's slightly better than that. A 6 means, hey, you might want to really consider watching one of these games. I think giving this league for its first year back a 6, that's a perfect rating. Yet again, for me myself, that was my personal experience with it. Decent league, nothing too special, nothing to cancel your plans over. To give you some perspective, I've missed weddings before to watch college football games. And I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can go, oh, Matt, that's terrible, man. Weddings are once in a lifetime. Dude, I don't care. This is a golden rule. No fall weddings. None. If you are one of my friends and you schedule a fall wedding, let this be known to the public, I will not be showing up. It is what it is. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Continuing along here, okay, here's what really matters. Here's the nitty and gritty. Here's the only thing that actually matters. Ratings. At the very end of the day, it doesn't matter if Matt B. Great really loves the XFL. It doesn't matter if Billy Bob watching this video loves XFL. It only matters what the large majority thinks about it. Truth of the matter is, you don't pull in ratings, you don't pull in viewers, whatever you want to call them, this thing can't continue to go on. Don't worry, I'm not going to sit up here and dissect every week and go, okay, you had 800,000 viewers for this game, you had 1.2 million for this game. I'm not going to do that because nobody cares. But here's what I am going to do. I looked at all the rankings for every single week, and they were relatively similar. There was never a crazy jump or decline. The only time the ratings actually dipped was when March Madness was going on. That was a big hit. But that's because March Madness, come on now, it's incredible. You're not going to compete with them. Of course, ratings were going to drop. Outside of March Madness, though, their ratings were decent, if not good some days. Now, they didn't do an incredible job. I wouldn't even say they did a really good job. I'd just say, going back to this, 6 out of 10. For a league being back in its first year, for them to continue the viewership after week 1 and week 2, it was impressive. Because we all know, any new league, they're going to have viewership for the first couple of weeks because everybody wants to see what's it about. The real question is, okay, can you retain that viewership from week 1 and week 2 to week 7 and week 8? And somehow, some way, the XFL did a dang good job of doing that. And for those of you that are curious, the official ratings haven't came out for the championship game, but these are the estimated numbers. They think they had about 1.3, 1.4 million viewers. Yeah, not bad at all. That's definitely going to get the job done for a quote-unquote spring football league that nobody cares about. If you pull in 1.3, 1.4 million viewers for one game, this league will stay afloat. Here's what I'm curious to see, though. Will this flame continue to burn? Can they continue this momentum into year 2, year 3, and possibly year 4? Maybe eventually I could start to get into it a little bit more. It was just hard for me personally to get into it because there wasn't any emotional attachment. The reason for that is because there's not a close team where I live, and also I don't know all the players. I know some of the players, but I don't know a lot of them. It takes a while to learn all the players and get familiar with the head coaches, teams, and etc. For year number 1, though, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Hey, gave us some entertainment at least. It got us through a good majority of the offseason. I'm very curious, though. Let me know your thoughts down below, but roll a minute.